Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Georgia versus Wake Forest college basketball matchup on Friday, November 10th, 2023. Here on YouTube, I do tons of free pick videos, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. We do free picks every day at sportschatplace.com, pickdawgz.com, right here on YouTube, as well as across social media and our live shows. And when you give out that many free picks, you're bound to like some games more than others. To find out which games those are, as well as to get best bets from the world's best handicappers, head on over to our website, pickdawgz.com. Click on the Premium Picks tab. While you're there, use the discount code PICK to get 15% off all of your purchases of $19 or more. We also have the Pick Dawgz Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. I make big bets. I know a lot of you do as well. But the only way to get this is by calling or texting the number that you see on the screen. They're not available on the website, so you need to call or text these numbers. But let's get to this one. We've got Georgia hosting Wake Forest, and of course Georgia losing in their opening game, but of course it was a tall order that they facing the Oregon Ducks. And of course the Oregon Ducks, a team that some people have pegged to go deep into the NCAA tournament this year. You know, Dana Altman, the king of the transfer portal, and this day and age, the transfer portal has grown to taking on a whole life of its own, not just in college basketball, but in college football as well. The guy who really has worked it well in college basketball and has from the outset is Altman, and the Ducks, just certainly showed that once again. But the thing is, Mike White in Georgia still looking to take this Bulldog program to another level. Of course, he has that resume and reputation, so he certainly has a chance, of bringing in top-level talent. Georgia has always had top-level talent. Anthony Edwards, one of the best players in the NBA, went to Georgia. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, a top 10 NBA draft pick. He's played, in the NBA for quite some time at this point. Went to Georgia. So it's not like they never have good players or anything like that. They just are up against tough competition in the SEC. They're not really known as a basketball power, so they face those challenges. But Mike White, certainly has the talent on this team. It's just a matter of can he get it over the hump? And to me, Mike White is maybe part of the problem, and maybe that's why he's not coaching at Florida anymore. When we look at Wake Forest, Forbes has a pretty nice team here, and we saw it in that first outing. And while they played Elon, I think some of the things that we thought in the early going and in the offseason when we looked at Wake Forest, a lot of these things are actually coming to fruition, which don't always happen. And I think one of the things that we saw is not just the 3 returning starters from last season, but some of the transfers in. And I think, when we look at the transfer portal and the way a school like Wake Forest uses it, and we see Salas, who comes in from Gonzaga. This guy was a 5-star recruit when he got to Gonzaga. The thing is, look who he's up against for playing time for the Zags. He played 24 minutes in that game against Elon and put 19 points on the board. Just goes to show you that if he can get on the floor, he certainly can play. And I think at a school like Wake Forest, he's going to get significant minutes, certainly a chance to show what he's got. And if they've got other players as well that fit into that same mold, I got to tell you, Wake Forest is certainly being underestimated here. They're an NCAA tournament team here, facing a Georgia team that I don't think is. I'm going to take Wake Forest, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools are 100% free in the way they work. They show you just how often all the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they show you today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk-reward, putting yourself on the bets that come in the most and pay the most. That's how you make money betting on sports.